2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
New York City, the destination for the Magic. One of the best high-wire acts in all of the NBA. Aaron. Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg on our side. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great...
David Aldridge, thank you. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for New York, Harkless is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Dotson in at the 2. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season? You feel
yes,
like
they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Count it.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Fultz against Garcia. To the inside, Robinson. No good on that one. The Magic go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Pass to Harkless. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
To the middle, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And this has to fire Green up. Whenever he dunks it like that, it gets the whole team energized.
Fultz against Garcia. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Garcia, and that one is stuffed right through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
A tremendous mobile one block. Oh, wow.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
It's deflected and stolen by Garcia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Second free throw, no good. The Magic trailed by 3. Fournier with the ball, guarded now by Harkless. The shot's good from Fournier.
That's an outstanding move with the ball off the dribble by Fournier. And and he makes the defense look really bad with the way he can maneuver with the ball.
Here's Garcia, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. They trail by 3. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Passes it to Gordon. Unloads from 13. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Garcia, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Al Fournier, he's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Gordon finds Isaac. Magic moving the ball around, and the basket is good.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Fultz against Garcia. Inside, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Garcia.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Rudd, guarded by Robinson. Down low, and stolen by Garcia. And a fast break now for New York. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Randall's checked in for the Knicks. Garcia passes to Robinson. Fournier pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Garcia with the block. And here again, the Knicks in transition. Up the court they go. Right side Robinson. Harkless with it. He's against Gordon. Pass to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. That one falls.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Fultz against Randall. From 10 feet out, and the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
To the paint, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Fournier gets a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New York leading by 13, and he goes in for the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Fultz. Knicks with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
A different look for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Peyton in for Harkless. Orlando also making some changes. Ross is checked in for Isaac. Carter Williams comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Randall. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Kevin Knox is checked in for New York. The Magic trail by 17. Rudd, he's defended by Randall. Randall grabs the board.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Peyton gets the bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
The Magic again can't hit. New York leading by 19 points. Here's Garcia, powered down with both hands.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Garcia against Carter Williams. And there's the pass to Knox. And it's Randall, top of the key. Outside, Garcia. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Power and mobility of Randall. That combination makes it really hard to cover him on the pick and roll.
Augustine looking around. Kicks it to Carter Williams. Feeds it to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 6 points for Aaron Gordon.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Randall passes to Garcia, and that one drops for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experience, calming effect veteran he is.
Orlando shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Neely. Augustine with it. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Fultz. Just 4 to shoot. Rudd. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. New York leading by 22. So on the floor for Orlando. DJ Augustine out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And there's Mohamed Bamba.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He finished with 66 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that off, a big part of that, too.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
They have a very long way to go to get within. Now here's Carter Williams. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. On the clock, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. The Knicks leading by 23. Outside, Garcia. Randall. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange.
Garcia against Carter Williams. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Fultz. Robinson with the block. And here is Payton. Inside, here's Garcia. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 5 here tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific passing by Carter Williams. So good at dishing the ball off screen.
It's Robinson high post.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Here's Dotson. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Fultz brings the double team. The 3.
And it's like a switch flipped between quarters. He's gone from a terrific first to a scoreless second.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The 11-footer. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Kevin Knox is checked in for Damian Dotson. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Magic. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Evan Fournier. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Orlando let me know his status. He confirms that it is a sprained ankle, and as you'd expect, it's very swollen and it's causing him a lot of discomfort. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Carter Williams. The Magic again can't hit. New York with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The Magic shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Back to Fultz. Looking to get back on track here. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Hey, somehow, some way, this guy makes these tough physical baskets and just drops your jaw with the way he does it.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. Evan Fournier comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Garcia passes to Randall. Over Gordon. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. And a change for the Magic. Ross is checked in. Carter Williams dishes to Gordon. Pass to Fournier. Over Payton. Fournier's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Carter Williams against Payton. Ross for 3. Rebounded by Knox. Payton left side. Pass to Randall. Bamba with the block. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Here's Randall.
Commendable effort that time by Gordon on the defensive end. Really makes the extra effort to get to the shot.
And through one half, it has. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Green is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Dotson in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him. And, you know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. He feeds it to Gordon. Some solid defense from Garcia. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off grade were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Dotson the pass to Garcia. Back to Dotson. New York moving it around. Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass. Robinson's got 12.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Isaac outside. Makes it off the glass.
And, you know, Isaac is no stranger to contact. Doesn't mind it, embraces it, and as a result, the defense can't bother or distract him.
Fultz brings the double team. Here's Green, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Isaac passes to Fournier. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. He kicks it to Fultz. 4 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass. 13 points in the game.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Fultz brings the double team. Isaac with the steal. Now the pass to Fultz. Over Robinson. Robinson with the block.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Back to Garcia. And Isaac comes to help. Robinson passes to Garcia. To the inside. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jonathan Isaac. The Knicks have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And the Knicks making a change here. Smith has checked in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Three-pointer Augustine. Rebound by Garcia. Garcia's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Harkless. Trying to get open is Robinson. That shot, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Now Augustine. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Fournier. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. Knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Fournier. Good, nice job down low. Fournier's got 11 points.
And it's hard to deal with Fournier if you're defending him. I mean, he makes good decisions, whether he's passing or shooting the ball, and that makes him hard to guard.
Garcia dishes to Green. Over in the corner, Harkless looking for Fournier and gets it there. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. Second shot opportunity, and it's Gordon missing. For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And Garcia kicks to Smith. Here's Harkless. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Knocks it loose and stolen by Garcia. Smith with it, and it's Gordon picking him up.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Isaac passes to Augustine. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, he's checked in for Bamba. Here's Augustine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 to shoot. Outside Gordon. This one for 3. Rebound by Garcia. Garcia's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Harkless with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Up top, Fournier, guarded by Garcia. Fournier dishes to Clark. Green against Isaac. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So for the Knicks, Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Julius Randle comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Knox in for Maurice Harkless. That's good from Randle on the assist from Garcia. That's 12 points for Julius Randle.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Augustine with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and stolen by Garcia. Here's Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
Yeah, you got to stay in front of Smith. I mean, when you give him room to run and operate, he's going to torch you with his speed.
Pass to Fournier. Now here's Ross. He has 5. Outside Fournier. At the elbow, it's Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ross. Count that bucket. Ross has got 7.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope, or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Passes to Ross. Top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You got to respect the speed in transition here. I mean, Neely Keena knows how to get out ahead of the defense and create in the open floor.
Outside Gordon. Back to Carter Williams. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 7.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For New York, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. And so Garcia nails both of them. Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And here's Fournier. He's got 11. Looking for Garcia. He gets it there. Handle with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. Some nice passing by New York here. Out to the right wing. Back to Randall. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for New York.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
The Magic have shot 6 of 7 at the line. I think we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. So on the floor for Orlando, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. E.J. Augustine out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Ross in at the 3, the small forward.
Hard to believe that DJ Augustine has been in the league over 10 years now, and he's carved out a nice place in the NBA. He's a calming presence with younger players and always consistently productive.
Outside, Garcia knocks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shooting from New York. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Augustine's got 4 this quarter.
And I like how crafty Augustine gets in the pick and roll. Outstanding at reading what's available and taking advantage of the defense's mistakes.
Good. 40 points for Mr. Clutch.
Let's make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
The Magic have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect 6 for 6. And Augustine kicks to Clark. Now Augustine down low. Here's Birch. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there. Augustine making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Outside, Garcia. Pass to Knox. It's tipped. Ellington inside the three-point line. Second chance shot. Garcia passes to Robinson. Smith outside to the middle. Here's Garcia. Doesn't go for him. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Ennis. Clark outside. Augustine with it. And the pass to Bembry.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Augustine against Garcia. Now here is Augustine. D right on him. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Robinson left side.
That's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Augustine against Garcia. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Shoots from 14. No good from Clark. For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. It's good. Knox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Clark outside. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 5 assists in the game. And now here is Garcia. Pass to Robinson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Birch, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Outside, Garcia to the inside. Augustine with it, now guarded by Garcia. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got 9 points here in the second half.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Here's Garcia, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Orlando's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. And here is Robinson. Right wing. Here's Knox. Banked in off the glass. Knox has got 6 points in the quarter.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Robinson against Augustine. Inside. Here's Birch. Kept alive. That shot misses. New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. They get it again. Knox the pass to Robinson. On the wing, Ellington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. The Knicks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Orlando. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Doubled by Garcia. In the corner, it's Birch. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mr. Clutch.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Got a piece of it. Here's Birch. Clark kicks to Birch. And Garcia with the block. And he gets it back.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Back to Carter Williams. Knocks the pass to Garcia. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.